Hello, welcome back. I got some thaumaturgy research done, teleported some people. Wrath of God was dispelled, unfortunately. Don't quite have enough pearls to recast it this turn, but probably could quite soon if we're still in the game. Did some spell. Did we find these sites with? No. And then some random battles. I'm not sure how many of these are worth watching. Genuine van exchanges. This is pretty cool, I guess. So in JBBM there is no Bronze Colossus Pretender. But you can summon one. Looks like Van has summoned one. This would also be a cool unit to raid into Agartha with. Also a mindless non-undead unit. Yeah. I'll just show you the spell, because it's kind of hard to do is the problem. You need E5, A2, and 80 Earth Gems to do it. But yeah. That's pretty cool, I suppose. Some other sort of miscellaneous exchanges. There's nothing here that's too crazy. Just seeing the usual battles taking place around the world. So that's all that. And then events. Interesting one. Moot King's Lair. One of your commanders was been beset by a ravenous hunger. I checked. This is just a bugged event, I think. It's supposed to give a commander cravings, but the event itself doesn't require a commander to be in the province. So there's no commander in this province, so nothing happened. Seafarers have found a new port in the Swamp of Forgetting. I guess they forgot about that port back in the day. Province income +5. New trade routes in the Black Alps +10. Famous circus in Bithine. Yeah, that's about right. That's my event. And Dragon Ridge, a disaster, made one of our mages lose their arm. And there is a arena deathmatch. We can't take part in that, unfortunately. Because this looks like the turn we're going to get attacked by Agartha. Wrath of God is down. We now have 2 stacks adjacent to us. So I'm going to move pieces into defend impassable, because it looks like he could attack that this turn. And Dragon Ridge. And that's basically it for this turn. You can see the arrows, there's just lots of stuff going here, lots of stuff going here. It's all on move patrol orders as well. I have no idea how to show off these scripts realistically. First of all, the units thing is just a giant block of orange. Because there are over 2,000, like way over 2,000 units in this province, I think, being moved. Not to mention a pretty gigantic number of mages too. So, I mean, it's a large communion, is how I would describe it. We're putting up all of the holy buffs that we can. We're doing, in this one, there's Rigor Mortis. There is, actually, do you know what? It's probably easier. Let's select the important mages in this province. Right. Rigor Mortis, Life After Death, Anti-Magic. And then let's individually check these ones out. Grip of Winter. Foul Vapors. I think there is Serpent's Blessing and Relief. Mass Flight is in there as well. Probably pretty hard to keep these mages alive throughout the battle, but whatever. This one looks pretty hard to look into. We've also got Fire Mage propagating fire res through the communion as well, somewhere. These guys probably. What else we got in here? Shield through the communion. There's some regen through the communion. Flame wards. Protection from fire through the communion. There's protection from cold going through the communion as well. Putting up. Yeah, I don't know how to show off the script. There's a lot of stuff going off in the script. But whether or not it all gets cast remains to be seen. I don't know. A few people are... I think there's one mage who's in with a crystal matrix and they've got a bow. I don't know. There's a lot... I mean, I'm still scrolling. There's a lot of stuff here. And there's a lot of battlefield enchantments. Hey, there's Dark Chocolate Wedding Cake with a Moonblade. Yeah, I don't know how to show off this script at all. I certainly don't know how to... I mean, the mages are spread out, and then there's a million skeletons around us. And that's it. That's the script. Down here, a little more... Well, I guess a little bit more reasonable, because we don't have quite as much stuff. But we do all the holy buffs. There's also anti-magic. There is Rigor Mortis in here somewhere. probably. Life After Death. Grip of Winter. Rigor Mortis. Yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, did I do Cold Res through this communion? Oh, I guess Scipio himself is doing it. Okay. And we also have Death Grip here, who has the Auto Howl Fenris part as well. Not quite as big, this army, but we'll do what we can to defend against this. There is a half-melted fort located here. The half-melted fort must be sieged and conquered. That's cool. Why is it a half-melted fort? Is that from an event or something, or is that... Was this one of Kalem's fortresses and it's melted in heat like this one was melting? That would be funny. Is this still Ice Citadel? Never seen a half-melted fort before. Anyway, yeah. That's the turn. I wish I could go through things a bit more effectively, but it just looks silly. I guess we'll just see if we have fights next turn and we'll just watch the fights. I think that's probably best. My big worry is that all of our skeletons just die very quickly to big battlefield spells. And probably most of our mages as well. I mean, our mages have 9 hit points. Like, the only thing I've really been able to protect us against is Earthquake spam, because I have Mass Flight up. But Rain of Stones and Acid Storm and Firestorm, they'll just kill everything. So I just thought I might as well just move everything I can to these battles, and then maybe we just win because we get lucky. But I think it's possible that we just lose the entire stack and don't really do anything, because we need a big battlefield protection spell to help with, like, Rain of Stones and stuff. And then we need a big battlefield fire res spell to deal with Firestorm. But we don't have them. I suppose I could throw, like, Vengeance of the Dead at them just for something to do. I guarantee it would hit, but... What's the path combo for that again? Yeah, S3D1. Just throw it in there. I mean, it might hit something. I can give you a pen item even. Yeah. But that's it for this turn. Probably we just lose now, but, you know, we might get lucky, so give it a shot. So that was turn 54, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. Cast Haruspex found a jungle temple, which is a cool one. It's like 3 gems or something. We did Vengeance of the Dead twice, and resisted both times, unfortunately. Die important. The boat has been cast by Agartha. And then lots of battles this turn. We had 2 battles in Impassable Mountains and Dragon Ridge. Which one's the big one? I think Impassable's the big one, right? Yeah. So, this is a lot of skeletons, you know. It's, I think it's like 5,000 skeletons or something. There's quite a lot of stuff in there. I think it's the biggest army I've seen into Agartha's stuff. I'll just let this run, I think. Couple of Mind Blasts to start. We all Communion. Draconians fly in. It's like Agartha does. Anti-magic. That's casting Earthquake. We have up Foul Vapors and Grip of Winter. Have up Divine Channeling. What was that yellow spell that just got cast? Oh, is that Army of Gold? Looks like Army of Gold. So, Army of Gold is pretty brutal. This is the spell that we should have, I think. So everything has, like, even more protection now and fire resistance, and Firestorm is getting cast. None of our spells are really doing much. I had our mages scripted to do their buffs, and then the battlefield spells, and then just spam opposition. I was trying to kill this guy. I thought he's a big target that's a magic being, so maybe he'll attract a lot of oppositions. And then I just assumed they'd go off script and do border skeletons. We have mass flighted so the earthquakes don't bother us. Then we always kind of fly in. But at this point, Firestorm is up. And you can just kind of see that all our skeletons just I mean, this is on slow motion. We put it on normal speed, our skeletons just all... they just all vanish, they're just all gone. The back ones are now closer, they flew in. But they're just gradually, over the course of 2 turns, been wiped out completely. And there's not much I can do about that because I don't have any fire resistance at all. So what started as a big army of like 5,000 skeletons is already gone. What a shame. And we really can't do anything to these guys with what we have left. Yeah, our army is just already disintegrated. Holding on a little bit back here. I think these mages are just asleep though. You can see that all of our battlefield enchantments have all been taken down already. Yeah, I don't really have an answer for Firestorm, unfortunately. Doesn't matter how many skeletons you have once that goes up. So, Impassable Mountain's not good. There was also Dragon Ridge, though. So, not quite as big an army. This one's actually a bit more evenly matched. This one does, however, have the King of Elemental Fire, who also puts up Firestorm. So, you know, we do some buffs. We got Auto Howl up. Same sort of story, though. There's Firestorm. You also fly in. I didn't really think, but if you put up Mass Flight, it also means that you don't actually have a lot of skeletons around your mages. Every single mage I have has bodyguards, but even so. Maybe I should have put some skeletons on line formation so that they wouldn't fly. Put them right at the back. I didn't really think of that. Right, I was waiting to see what happens here. Because I know that Firestorm goes down at some point, and the King of Elemental Fire gets killed. But I'm not actually sure what did it. Maybe it was like maybe a white or something? Or a draconian? I'll rewatch the battle and just see what kills him. But this is quite nice. Once Firestorm goes down, we survive a bit longer, you know. Unfortunately, not quite enough. But you know, we're holding on now, we're killing things. Fighting back a bit. Our whites are doing some kills, it looks like. I can also hear them getting dusted and banished, though. Yeah, it's a shame I should have put stuff on line formation. I'll remember that next time. I don't think I've ever used Mass Flight before, or been a while. I don't really think about stuff like that. But yeah, this one goes the same way. I'll just quickly rewatch that. Let's see if we can see what kills the King of Fire, because I actually don't know. Right, he's here. Does he literally just get punched to death by draconians? Yeah, he got killed by what looked like a twice-born draconian who turned into a soulless and then punched him. I suppose it might have been a white or something. That guy hit the King of Flames for 27 damage. Don't think that's what killed him though. This guy? Hard to tell. But yeah, I think some of the weird summons that I've been producing did kill the King of Elemental Fire, so you know, there's some sort of indication there, I suppose. But there's Dragon Ridge, so yeah, we killed that thing at least. 573 kills from Firestorm. Just nuking out the skeletons. So pretty bad. Lost 1,500 things. But even more impressive, of course, Impassable Mountains, the King of Vampires gets 2.5 thousand kills. Just Firestorm insta-killing the entire army. Plus 54 Thaumaturgs. What did we kill? We killed 36 things though, guys. So, you know, not too bad on balance. Not too bad. You know, 4,586 losses, 36 kills. Not too bad. I think that's recoverable. But yeah, I didn't have any hope if Ricardo chose to fight us. I think we need Army of Gold, right? I currently have Alteration Research level 1. So it might be a while before we pick that one up, but you know, that's the new target. None of the other battles are too interesting. We did see Shinu attacking Van outside his fort, where he had the Colossus thing storming. And the short version of this battle is there's a lot of Soulless that gets summoned, and it turns out Soul Vortex plus a Frostbrand is not the most efficient way of killing lots of skeletons. And so eventually this battle hits the turn timer, I think, and he just dies. So that's a shame, because that was a really cool thug. Killed 342 things and then just dies. But other than that, no really interesting battles. Events, what do we get for events? A demon, some gold, some more gold, another circus in Bivine. Superb. Some more gold and like purple. There was an arena deathmatch, no one went to it though, it's kind of sad. And we did get another national hero. Zero. This guy's pretty cool. He's D4. Alright. But that's it for messages. Yeah, not much else to say really, is there? Might be a good time to do a post-mortem on this game. But, I mean, I think I just played them wrong, I don't know. Yeah, we can't hold this throne anymore. We can't hold this fort anymore, which means we're going to lose this throne as well, because this was where all my defense was. But we do still have one throne left. We have this throne. So everything in my nation is now just going to go underwater. And we're just going to hold this until Cataclysm. And the research target really is Alt 9 to get Army of Gold. And if we can survive until endgame, the goal will be this throne and this throne. We'll try and march forces to there. And that's it. That's the plan now. So if I wanted to feedback about this game, what would I say? Probably didn't do anything right. Probably not very good at Sceleria. Apparently I didn't make enough skeletons in the early game, and you're supposed to just rush people with skeletons. I don't think that works against a lot of our neighbors, though. Right? Probably would have worked with Calum, but we killed Calum anyway. Didn't really work against an Ur Nation, because they're just seeking arrow all the leaders. I started trying to do something about that, but... would that have worked against Katiz? They have like lots of death and holy magic, which seems bad. A Goth is a Goth. I don't know how skeletons work against the Goth, but they just have magma children. So I don't know. I feel like I tried to do like a half living, half skeleton early game, and then I did evocation. But yeah, I mean, I guess it would have been better to just go all skeletons and enchantment. I guess my worry is I always feel like I'm going to fall behind on research, because I kind of overuse mages in combat. I just always want to have way more mages than my opponent in battles. But I guess if I was only doing skeletons and not recruiting the living troops in the early game, I would have had more gold. Which means I would have had more buildings. Which means I would have been able to transition into more mages overall. And maybe my research would have been as good as it was. I still don't think we had a good target for just marching foul-vapored skeletons into somebody, though. That doesn't work against Katiz, and it wouldn't have worked against Van either, I don't think. I'm not sure. I think I misunderstand how to play nations like this, though. I guess in my head you just want a couple of skeletons, a couple of like 1,000 skeletons that you can put in front of your mages to do spells. But I guess now that I've experienced these battles, I guess a much, much better way of doing it would be to have significantly more skeletons, but then have buffs for them. Because if we had if we could do Army of Gold and Fog Warriors on all those skeletons, that starts to sound a lot more interesting, huh? But of course, that's probably why this is a bad fit for me, because the way I play is I get just enough research done in the mid-game. I hit like level 5 or 6 in a couple of paths that I can just overwhelm a couple of key points to secure thrones, and then just hold on to Cataclysm, and that's how I play. And I don't think that works here, maybe? I don't know. But the plan now is, we'll just head to Blue Waters, we'll sit here. And I think we can actually come back into this game because we just produce so many skeletons. Because I've got all these H1s just everywhere that can all just reanimate for us. There's like 20 in all these forts. So this design will be putting out what? I mean, it's not out of the question we could get it up to like 1,000 skeletons a turn or something. And then we just try and research buffs for them. And then all we need to do is march at a couple of thrones through Cataclysm, right? That's viable. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think I played this nation very well. It's a bad game. But so I hope it was at least enjoyable. But it's obviously drawing to a close now for me because I can't hold on to any of this territory now that Agartha's in here. So from this point on, I might not record every turn. I'll just record sort of interesting events and interesting turns. I'll just show off like important battles and stuff like that. But my plan will be to hold on to Blue Waters as long as possible. And if we make it to Cataclysm, we'll try and take some more thrones. But that's that, I think. So thanks for watching. I hope the series wasn't too disappointing. Everyone seems to really like Sceleria and think they're really overpowered, and I just didn't do much with them at all. So I hope I didn't let you down too much. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.